News at 6.
More than 3 pounds of meth off the streets in what deputies call one of Knox County's biggest drug busts. 2 pounds of that meth were found in an area where kids played frequently. WYMT's Connor James is live in Knox County and breaks down what we know. Connor?
Steve, this all stemmed from a 2-month-long investigation. Now, the people arrested, deputies say they were major drug dealers in the area. In fact, they actually are believed to be dealers for other drug dealers. Now, on top of the 3 pounds of meth, they took guns and nearly $9,000 from 2 locations. And like you mentioned, 2 pounds of that were hidden in a children's play area where 4 children frequently played. Now, John Helton, Nursilla, Anita Helton Fox, and Patsy Hopkins were all arrested on various charges. Now, this bust involved 2 different locations, one in the Gray community of Knox County and the other being in the Corbin area of Laurel County. Now, deputies tell me this bust makes a major dent in the drug problem in this area.
It takes a lot of money out of a drug dealer's pocket. It's really bad stuff. We see a lot of it. We'd never ever see that much in one location. You know, it's always small amounts, and that was a large amount that we located.
Steve, altogether, all that meth is valued at about $35,000. I'll have much more on this bust coming up at 11. I'm in Knox County. Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
All right, Connor, thank you. 3 teens charged with raping a woman appeared in court this morning. Police arrested Ronald Lees, Ryan Davis, Michael Davis, and Benjamin Brock last month. Today, a judge waived the first 3 cases to a grand jury. Brock's preliminary hearing was reset for the 24th. Investigators say the group invited an extremely intoxicated woman to a hotel room where they filmed the rape. All 4 teens face rape and video voyeurism charges.
And we're starting to see a few stray showers. Just saw one, or really heard one here in Hazard here at the studio. You'll notice as we take a look outside our front porch cam, that shower has now come and gone, but it was just a little bit of a stray shower here too as that cold front continues to work out of the mountains. But looking over into Whitesburg, they're seeing clearing and even some sunshine over there. So really just a few areas dealing with those showers. So as we scan the skies now, you'll look at them. They're just stray every now and then. You'll notice the main line has definitely moved off to the east. As we go ahead and zoom in, here's a little bit look at that heavier shower that just moved through Hazard, moving into southern Perry County. A few showers over into Knott County, into Magoffin County as well. There's even one moving into 2 parts of Whitley County, just moved out of southern Laurel County, looking like just west of Corbin. Now, as we look at those temperatures, you'll notice those mid to upper 70s, so starting to get a little bit warmer out there with those clouds breaking. A little bit cooler over into Pikeville Wise. You'll notice Wise, you guys are into the upper 60s. Now, those wind speeds are going to be out of the northwest, starting to pick up a little bit. That'll bring in cooler air as we head into tomorrow. So sunshine finally returns as we head into tomorrow, which is the good news. Bad news is it looks like another cold front could be making its way into the mountains Wednesday into your Thursday, and those cooler temperatures look like they really continue all week, and especially as we head into your Thursday. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes. Steve.
All right, Paige, thank you. The state of downtown Prestonsburg is improving after a deadly downburst. The debris busted windows and ripped the roof from a business, killing one man. Right now, construction is still at a standstill while crews wait for engineering reports. Many businesses are now able to open their doors once again. However, traffic is still rerouted around the construction zone. No word yet on when the road may reopen. This weekend, police arrested a man who was wanted for breaking into a Leslie County home and shooting a woman last month. Kentucky State Police say they arrested Richard Dickerson on Saturday. WYMT's Macy Marie is in the newsroom now with the latest details. Macy?
Steve, police found Richard Dickerson inside a home in the Wootton community of Leslie County this weekend. That ended a nearly 3-week search. Police say Dickerson broke into a home, went into the couple's bedroom, and shot a woman who was in the bed. He faces assault, wanton endangerment, and burglary charges for the alleged crime. Police were able to find Dickerson thanks to a tip someone called in.
A lot of times people will maybe be apprehensive about giving information just out of fear of maybe the perpetrator finding out and having some possible retaliation issues.
The homeowner Dickerson was staying with was also arrested. Chester Collette is charged with hindering prosecution or apprehension and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And Steve, police say the woman who was shot is still recovering in the hospital.
All right, Macy Murray in our newsroom, thank you. It is week 3 in the search for a man charged with killing his girlfriend in Whitley County. Police are unable to find Nicholas Rucker despite some sightings. Police say he killed 57-year-old Vicky Connor May 22nd. If you see Rucker, police say to keep your distance and to call them immediately. 5 people police say engaged in organized crime will appear back in court next week. Police in Knox County arrested Michael Buchanan, Cody Abner, Jimmy Davis, Betsy Cecil, and April Collins last week. They found the group with meth and numerous stolen guns. All pleaded not guilty this morning. A preliminary hearing is set for Tuesday. Folks in Martin County could see another rate increase in the future. The Public Service Commission is requiring the Water District to hire a new management company. Many fear this will cost customers too much money. When the new company takes over, a 44% rate increase will be implemented. Some tell us they hope to see only one manager hired instead of a new company to save money. A festival since 1977 is looking for a new direction after what some call a simple misunderstanding. The Honey Festival in Jackson is in the spotlight after a meeting ended in an unintended split. Now the pieces that remain are being carefully put back together so a community tradition stays intact. WYMT's Will Puckett has more.
The weather was not the only contributing factor to the mood in Jackson Monday.
The festival is just everything that people look forward to once a year.
Uncertainty is now in the air as the town's Honey Festival seems to be slipping away.
It's kind of one side against another side.
New ideas were brought to the table, creating a headache and split that Mayor Laura Thomas says was never intended.
New people need to get involved. We need to get community members out that they say they want change. So now's the time to see who's willing to work for that.
Fresh and local, that's the goal now.
There are people that are willing to step up and to work hard for the festival to keep it going, and I just hope they do.
Because like any town's festival, everyone has their own memory.
I started dating my husband at the Honey Festival. I participated in many Honey Festival runs.
And it can also signal the start to many new ones.
I think people will come together and say, hey, let's work this out.
For the better of all involved. In Breathitt County, Will Puckett, WYMT Mountain News.
We did reach out to the chairperson of the Honey Festival for comment, but did not hear back. Meanwhile, there will be a meeting for those who want to voice their opinions on the direction of the Honey Festival Thursday at 5 p.m. at City Hall. School is out for the summer, but Floyd County is working to make sure its kids are still fed. The summer feeding program started today in the county as food service workers hit the streets to provide free meals to kids in the community. The program will run through July 26th as an effort to make sure no student goes hungry during the summer. Superintendent Danny Atkins says there are also activities for kids to enjoy at some of the feeding locations. He says the meals program will reach many kids.
Our goal is to feed as many as we can, but right now we're expecting to see between 350 to 450 students a day.
For a full schedule of meal locations and times, you can go to our website. Kentucky Democrats are putting up a united front against Governor Matt Bevin ahead of the general election this fall. The top 2 vote getters in the Democratic primary campaigned together in eastern Kentucky today, hoping to unseat the current governor. Chelsea Jones caught up with Andy Beshear and Representative Rocky Adkins in Moorhead.
At least 4 months to the gubernatorial election, and the campaign trail keeps on heating up.
He's going to hide behind anybody he can because he knows he is wrong for Kentucky.
Andy Beshear and Rocky Adkins were top rivals in the Democratic primary, but now they're united, focused on one race against Republican Governor Matt Bevin. The 2 are touring eastern Kentucky, hoping to gain ground among rural voters.
We got some regions of this great Commonwealth, Chris, that need help.
Here, Adkins had a stronger lead in the primary. Even though Beshear secured the nomination, they hope their joint appearance will move Bevin out the governor's mansion.
The example that he sets for our kids is unacceptable, and we can't have a bully in the governor's mansion. So we are all in this together.
Bevin is also taking jabs at his opponent's character, saying the Beshear family has a long history of corruption.
He's crooked. His father was crooked. that makes him a crooked son of a crook.
As Beshear tries to build enthusiasm for his campaign, Bevin's campaign released a statement saying in part, quote, while Andy Beshear proudly stands with national liberals like Hillary Clinton and the pro-abortion lobby, Eastern Kentucky will stand with Governor Matt Bevin and President Trump's strong record of creating Kentucky jobs.
Are we ready to fight for working families?
Yeah.
Are we ready
Only
to fight
time
for
will
public
tell
education?
what voters
Are we ready to
decide.
fight for
In Rowan
affordable,
County,
accessible
Chelsea
healthcare?
Jones,
Are we ready to
WKYT.
beat Matt?
It's going to be an interesting few months. The general election is November 5th.
And those rain chances return, but not before we get one more day of dry weather and just some sunshine. Another cold front looks to move into mountains Wednesday and into your Thursday. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
But first, we'll show you how singer Walker Montgomery honored a World War II veteran in Harlan County this weekend.